Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my final review for Season 2 of Better Call Saul, the television series on AMC. We are getting a third season, so no worries, this isn't the series finale, but definitely wanted to do a review for the last episode of Season 2, Episode 10, which is called Klick. Spoiler warning if you guys haven't seen the finale for Better Call Saul Season 2. So I definitely wanted to do a review for this one because I reviewed Episode 9 last week, and I have been reviewing it since the first season, even though I tend to miss a few episodes here and there with the reviews, generally around the halfway point in the season. This season, I wasn't, about halfway through, I was like, it's okay, it's going okay, it's decent. You have the stuff with Jimmy working at Davis and Maine, and I didn't find it to be the most exciting stuff, but quickly that has been kind of overcome, and now we're getting a really great ending to the season, and I really like their layout for how they do Better Call Saul. 10 episodes, with episode 9 being their big kind of finale episode. This year it was Nailed. Last year it was Pimento, was it? Yep, that's right, and then Marco ended the season. Now, the reason why this is good is because instead of giving us a huge cliffhanger like we got to see in Walking Dead Season 6 and everyone went crazy and are so angry because we have to wait until Season 7 to see the death, in Better Call Saul with Episode 9, they show us what happens with Chuck. Spoiler warning, when he kind of passes out and hits his head against the counter there. And a lot of people, like I've seen YouTube videos where people posted that clip onto YouTube and it said, Chuck dies. So a lot of people read that as that was like his death scene or he just had a heart attack or something. And luckily, we don't have to wait till Season 3 to find out because they give us an Episode 10, which is like after the finale. And it has a new development in this one, which is kind of a cliffhanger, but it's not so bad. It's like it's a new development. It's not so bad to where it's like, is he dead? Is he not dead? We have to wait a whole year to find out. Luckily, in this one, the cliffhanger, which was really well done, and I didn't even see coming as a viewer, is where Chuck actually flips over, a pillow that's covering the tape recorder, and stops the tape. Now, if you missed the episode, what basically has been happening over the season, what's been happening lately is Jimmy screwed Chuck over. He changed some dates. He changed some information in the case with Mesa Verde, because that was Kim got the case, and then Kim, as part of HHM, she quit, and then she went to take the case with her when she quit, and then, of course, Chuck had to get all involved and rescue Howard and be all in there and not let Kim have it, so Jimmy changed the date on him, which screwed him over when he was able to talk Mesa Verde to going with HHM, and then they ended up losing the client, and then Kim got them back. So, of course, Chuck has been set out to prove that Jimmy did this, and then he must have changed the date because he could not have made a mistake. And in this one, he actually does it, but I was in the same position as Jimmy, or Saul, as where I thought he was actually losing his mind. The way they shoot the scene at the end, he's putting tin foil or whatever that stuff is, all over, like his space blanket, all over his room. It's like he's losing it. And he quits HHM, and Howard calls Jimmy, and then Jimmy goes over, and at the end, Chuck gives this great acting performance where he makes it seem like he's totally losing his mind and he's going crazy, but it's all a setup for Jimmy, because when Jimmy admits that he's the one who did it, he's the one who changed the dates, and that Chuck's not going crazy, Chuck baits him perfectly, and he even asks him as part of it, are you for real? You really did that, or are you just saying this to make me feel better? Don't say this to make me feel better. And he says, no, I really did it. And then as he goes to walk away, Chuck asks him, do you realize you just admitted or confessed to a felony? And, Jimmy's basically like, well, it's just between you and me. It's your word against mine. And then as he leaves and we hear the door close, Chuck gets up and sees the tape. So, man, that was an incredible finale. I didn't see it coming as a viewer, and this is how good Peter Gould and Vince Gilligan are. I was in Jimmy's perspective, too. Like, I was like, oh, just tell him, just tell him it was you. And he does, but then you don't know that Chuck is recording the whole thing. And when I watched it back the second time, especially the part with him asking Jimmy about the, confession, that really got me, because I was like, wow, he's asking him, like, exactly what he needs so that there's almost no way that Jimmy can get out of it. That recording right there, he confesses to it, he admits to it, and he also says he's not lying, he's telling the absolute truth, and that he will lie if questioned. Holy cow. So Chuck has got him, and then you realize you just confessed, and yes, he does realize. Oh my goodness, it's like the ultimate got you checkmate confession tape. So now Chuck, he's got it, and he's going to be able to show Howard that Jimmy did all this and that it wasn't him and that he's not losing it. And what is he going to do with the tape? That's really the big question for next season, for season 3 of Better Call Saul. Does this have something to do with why Jimmy ends up having to change his name? Does he have to go to jail? Does he get out of jail and decide to change his name to Saul, or Saul Goodman? What's going to happen in season 3? So I am happy that we're getting a season 3, and I was super impressed with episodes 9 and 10 of this season, as well as there was an episode there when he actually quits, Inflatable, episode 7. That was a hilarious episode too. It was so funny. I like the flashbacks; those are good in this one. You've got the one with Jimmy's mom and Chuck's mom. And you can see why Chuck hates Jimmy so much. Is because, when his mom is dying, she says Jimmy at the end, and Jimmy is gone to get a damn sandwich because he couldn't wait there with Chuck. So, man, they really, Peter and Vince, they're just masters of what they do. I've seen some interviews where they're pretty they kind of act like it's nothing, but they are absolute geniuses at what they do, man. They craft a story so well, and they put you in positions as a viewer. And they did this in Breaking Bad too, all the way through. They just put so much effort, and they deliver and execute the episodes of their series with such brilliance that they really get it down to the point where, just like Chuck has got everything laid out, they make you feel like you're in the experience. They make you feel for it, and then when Chuck tricks you, or tricks Jimmy, it's like he's tricked you too. It's just, at least that was it for me. Some of you may have suspected he was recording it earlier, but I didn't. I had the thought when he said the confession thing. But then once he left and you see him, and I'm like, oh shit, he did record it. It's like this kind of thing. Oh my God, this guy is just like Jimmy said to Kim in bed there. He's the best, man. He really is. He's the best, and he's willing to go to just about any means to prove his case, man. Craziness. So, my goodness, man. I just was really impressed with this finale, as usual. What else can we expect? They do an amazing job. Breaking Bad, if Breaking Bad's no example, Better Call Saul's a lot of fun, too. Both incredible series, and I can't wait for Season 3. I gotta wait all the way till next year. But Season 2's finale definitely did not disappoint. Nailed and Klick were both incredible. Also like the stuff with Mike and who left the note on the car. No idea. I thought we were going to see Gus. I'm watching. I'm like, is it Gus? Is it one of Gus's guys? Are we going to see Gus? Is he going to be like, nice to meet you or something? They're going to meet each other. They're going to shake for the first time. And oh man, Hector. So that was, and when Nacho, that was intense when he's like standing in front of him and he's got the scope on him and everything. You kind of know, but we don't know how Hector ends up in a wheelchair and ends up in a bad situation. So maybe we're going to see that next season. Either way, Better Call Saul, amazing series, a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed watching it and reviewing it, talking about it with you guys. So in terms of a score for this finale episode for Season 2, I'm going to give us a 9.5. It's an incredible episode. Nailed is really, the pinnacle, I think, of Season 2, really, when Chuck passes out like that. That's the most exciting and heart-wrenching part of probably the series we've seen so far, because it's Jimmy's brother. But episode 10, too, was a great, a pickup after that, really emotional. And the ending of it, too, man, just so brilliant the way they do everything, just like they did in Breaking Bad. So if you guys got a chance to see Klick, write your comments below. Let me know what you thought about the episode and what you've been thinking about Better Call Saul in Season 2. I absolutely loved it, man, even though about halfway through there I was like, oh, okay, maybe this isn't that good. There were some slower episodes, some stuff that didn't really seem to make that much sense. But no, man, it just ended on such a strong point. I'm really just enjoy the hell out of it. So write your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, please thumb it up. Don't forget to thumb it up before you click off, guys. I know some of you guys just listen to it. You don't watch it, but please don't forget to thumb it up. I appreciate it. You can share a favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. I'll be back, of course, for Better Call Saul. Season 3 reviews next year. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys again real soon for another video. Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, all the other good stuff that we talk about. It's Trev. I'm saying peace. See you guys.